My name is Ninoska Worrell. I'm doing a presentation on descriptive speech, and my topic is racism in the United States. I'm going to start the presentation with the definition of racism. Racism is a belief or doctrine that inherits differences among the various human races, determines cultural or individual achievements, usually involving that one race is superior and has the right to rule others. America is a racist country. From the days of slavery to the Civil War, through Jim Crow to the Civil Rights Movement, the United States has contended with racism. In fact, racism is a moral, economical, and spiritual problem. God's standard of right and wrong has been rejected by society. Society has used the Bible to justify racial oppression. The fact that the Civil War ended slavery in the United States, oppression has persisted through segregation. This is a picture of slaves that were brought to the United States, and they were given numbers, as you can see. Under each one has a number. Slavery. Some slaves were kidnapped from African villages and taken into ships to be sold to other countries. Some slaves were whipped and killed when they rebelled against their master. In many cases, the white owners would take advantage of the black women and would have a number of children with them. Family members were sold separately and never saw their loved ones again. Society benefited from slavery by using slaves to raise and pick cotton, corn, wheat, and tobacco. This is a picture of black men and women and children in the fields picking up cotton here. African American males used as experiments. There's a controversial Tuskegee syphilis experiment conducted on African American men in Georgia between 1932 and 1972 by the Public Health Service to study untreated syphilis. The men believed they were getting free health care. They were never told that they had syphilis or treated for it. So in 1997, President Bill Clinton apologized and held a ceremony for the remaining survivors. Only 5 remained and were able to attend the ceremony. The experiment damaged the trust that the African American community has towards the United States government. This is a picture of a doctor drawing blood from one of the Tuskegee men that was used as an experiment. The Civil Rights Movement. The Civil Rights Movement of the 1960s was born out of the African American churches, where Martin Luther King complained about racism being morally wrong. Over 60 years ago, blacks in the United States could not vote or send their children to integrated schools. So when in 2008, we elected first African American president, Barack Obama, it was a historic moment. When President Obama was addressing the country that day, he mentioned that the progress has been made and that the United States can change. White Americans need to understand that slavery has a lasting effect that continues until this day. The financing of schools. Millions of African Americans and Latino children living in poor neighborhoods don't get the same quality education as white because those schools don't have the money to buy updated books or computer equipment. This is a chart of the reasons why black can't get ahead. This is from whites, blacks, and Hispanic, their opinion and percentages, why many blacks can't get ahead. And this is another chart of asking, are blacks better off now than 5 years ago? And this is percentages of whites, 70% say yes, and then 68% of blacks say yes. This is a picture of our children of all races and nationalities together right here. In conclusion, I would say that the black community has suffered for many years of oppression. We should stop profiling people based on their skin color. We need to listen and understand one another. All ethnic groups should have the same opportunities to live a better life. It is time for the human race to join forces together for peace. Thank you. This concludes my presentation.